When Modern Warfare first released, the first thing that I was so excited for this game was the crossplay. Being able to go ahead and play with my friends from other platforms, other consoles. But the hilarious thing is that more than half of the people that I play with barely even want to play with me because of my skill level on this game, which completely ruins the fun factor for everybody else. It's just so frustrating, so obnoxious. Hopping on Modern Warfare, knowing my fate, knowing exactly what lobbies I'm going to be forced into, and knowing that I'm not going to be able to play with any of my friends. All my friends are more casual than I am. Like I said, I don't really care about who's playing with me, what KD you have, what win laws. I could care less what your stats are actually in the game. You know, that doesn't really bother me that much. But it definitely bothers you guys, the people who want to play with me, because my stats, not too crazy on the win-loss side, but I'm holding about a 2.13 KD. So if anybody's just a 1 KD in this game, they're instantly going to be forced into higher playered KD lobbies. You don't have an option. It's going to match you up regardless of what your skill level is. As long as you have one person in your lobby that is at least rocking a 2 KD or higher, they're going to party you up with a bunch of sweats, which at the end of the day is not fun for anybody. That's not an enjoyable experience for any of the players out here to have to verse a bunch of sweats when you just want a casual experience. There's supposed to be a ranked playlist for these type of things, isn't there? In other games like Rainbow Six Siege, there's a ranked playlist to separate you guys who want to sweat it out compared to the rest of the player base who just want to casually play the game. It makes sense to me, but that's not in Modern Warfare. They just automatically force you into a sweaty agenda, which sucks. It really does suck. And for me personally, yes, everybody's going to constantly tell me this. I hear it all the time. JB, you're a sweat. You're supposed to be in these sweaty lobbies. It's only fair for you to be in these lobbies so the rest of us, don't have to verse you. I have two things to say to that. First off, it's not fair for me because I can't play with any of my friends because it's going to force them into sweat lobbies. So I'm constantly playing solo. And playing solo in Modern Warfare sucks. Well, playing solo in any video game honestly sucks. But in Modern Warfare, it sucks even more because all the KDs are going to be pretty much similar to my KD. It's just going to be a lobby full of sweats. And the second thing that really annoys me about this is that high KD players in Modern Warfare don't play the game as... How can I say? I don't want to say how it's intended to be played because they definitely are playing it how it's intended to be played. But they're not running and gunning and having fun. When you watch me, I try to be aggressive. Unless I'm going for a nuke, I'm mostly running and gunning. I'm mostly trying to be aggressive in this game. And by doing so, I was able to achieve a 2.13 KD in this game. But the majority of the other players, if they get a 2 KD, it's not by running gunning. It's by camping. So the game's algorithm, the most outstanding algorithm to ever be made in Call of Duty history, automatically lobbies me up with all the tryhard campers. Of players who aren't going to run and gun, not players who are going to be aggressive with their high KDs to get kills. I'm partied up with players who have 3 KDs but get that KD by camping in the back of the map all day, getting a bunch of kills, feeding on people who mindlessly just walk over to them, and then they get full streaks, and then those full streaks just completely pop off, and it's an endless cycle in Modern Warfare, and it's ridiculous. It's not like Black Ops 4, where if it parties me up with other high KD players, it's a fair match because we're all going to be running and gunning. That's just how you have a high KD in Black Ops 4. If you camp, odds are the KD isn't going to be that outstanding compared to a more experienced running gunning player in Black Ops 4. And trust me, I know that skill-based matchmaking is very important to bringing satisfaction to a lot of the other players as well. I'm not just solely thinking about myself, but in a game like Modern Warfare, skill-based matchmaking just has no purpose in this game because there is no skill gap. The only way to be good at this game, really, I mean, yes, you can run a gun and eventually get better, but who's going to kill you? Who's going to be that guy who ends your streak? Who's going to be that guy who's getting the nuke? The campers, the people who are holding down one spot the whole game are the ones who are going to be able to streak up a lot faster than you are. That's just how you get better in Modern Warfare. So what's the point of having skill-based matchmaking in the game? The noobs are just going to be taught to be even more newbie. It's not like they're going to be taught how to, be better at movement and how to be better at aiming and how to just be better altogether at the game that they're playing. That's not how it's going to be. Skill-based matchmaking is just going to teach these noob players to camp harder, because that's how you succeed in Modern Warfare. But recently, there has been some news that dropped. And I'm sure you guys have heard it if you watch any other commentator on YouTube besides me. I'm pretty sure you've probably already heard about this. And I'm not going to show it up on the screen. Like I said, you guys more than likely heard about this, but I will leave a link in the description to the actual Reddit post that said this about the game. But if you guys really want to know, apparently, through a patent that Activision has for their skill-based matchmaking system in Modern Warfare, there's actually profile-based matchmaking. And what profile-based matchmaking is do you remember when you first loaded up Modern Warfare and how you had to make an Activision account so you can play crossplay with your other friends? Well, when you made that Activision account, that basically gave Activision all rights to completely stalk everything you do in their game. They watch your KD, they watch your win-loss, they watch how much you run, how much you camp, how snappy you are, how often you win gunfights, how good your accuracy is. They track everything you do. Everything. It's the creepiest thing I have ever heard. And then with that information that they learned from all of the stuff that you do in Modern Warfare, from your playstyle, of course, they go ahead and they do profile matchmaking, which basically will party you up with the exact replica of yourself. That's why you see the exact replica of yourself every single time. Because they track all of your stats and even how you play their game. Now, to me, I'm a little iffy with this. I don't know if it's true or if it's not true. Because like I said in the beginning of the video, the people who I go up against are usually just camping for a good KD. If profile-based matchmaking was true, honestly, I would be having a lot more fun with Modern Warfare, because my competition, the people who would be versing me, would be people who like to run and gun. If profile-based matchmaking is what I'm thinking it is. But what really makes me think profile-based matchmaking is true and in this game is because of this one major factor. And you guys are going to love this. You guys are going to love this because this just absolutely blew my mind. And it confirmed, it 110% confirmed that this is in the game. And the main thing that this profile-based matchmaking does is it basically controls gunfights. You remember a while ago, I say this in so many videos, where I say that Modern Warfare is mostly all about luck? I wasn't lying. This game is mostly based on luck. Because when your shots don't connect, they probably aren't connecting for the main reason that Activision is messing with them. I knew it, man. I knew they were doing something to my shot. I have a good shot. I have good tracking skills. I can aim. I'm not trying to, toot my own horn here. But I've had FPS experience for a long time. I've been playing multiplayer competitively since COD 4. I've been loving FPS games for a very long time. I know how to play these things. I know how to maneuver around maps. I know how to handle guns. I know how recoil control works. I know how tracking works. I know how everything works in these video games. I've been playing for a while now. And I always thought it was a little odd that these kids, or not kids, I don't want to, try to categorize people as children for doing this, but people who are camping and not moving and not playing aggressively, and just players who are going negative on the other team constantly. I always wonder how they just magically melt me in random gunfights when I clearly snapped on them first, shot them first, and landed more shots in my eyes first, but nothing registered. Now, why is that? Now, in the patent, it actually confirms. It confirms that before you get in the gunfight, the second you aim your gun at the enemy, the algorithm tracks all of your stats to see if you're a good player, if you have good accuracy, and then it tracks the other person's stats to see if they are a good player, if they have good accuracy. Whoever has the better performance, they will nerf you. They will make sure your shots don't connect, and they will give the worst player a better advantage. Can you believe this? Can you believe this? That alone makes me want to just quit Modern Warfare and go play something else. That's just completely unfair. The whole point of an FPS game is to have a fair balance. And if you're a better player, you're a better player. That's just how it is. The other person has to get good. I wish this system was implemented back in the day when I was ass. I had to struggle. Like all of you probably had to struggle as well. You know, we had it tough. We had a hard time learning how to play this game. And now people are just getting handed kills? This is ridiculous, man. This is like borderline creepy as hell. This is like some movie stuff that we're seeing here. This is something that you would see straight out of a movie. This is like crooked as hell. And yes, I know that the servers are absolute trash in Modern Warfare and the lag is out of this world. There's a lot of issues that are in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. But after seeing this patent, whether it's true or not, I'm kind of leaning more towards the true side. It just once again opens my eyes to all the cheese in this game. Like I said, you don't really notice things. If you never browse Reddit, if you never look at some of the complaints on Twitter, or if you never see any of these things that are leaked, like this patent, you would just go on your day-to-day basis playing Modern Warfare. But when you see these things, and then you go hop on Modern Warfare again to play it, you actually start seeing them happen to you. Because now you're aware of the issues. You are aware of what's going on in this game. And trust me, after seeing this patent, Lord have mercy. It is like, oh, I can't tell if it's lag or the servers, but something is wrong with the hit detection. Something is insanely off. These shots should be connecting, hands down. It makes no sense why they're not connecting. But who knows? Who knows what Activision's evil plot is for this game? I don't even know what they're trying to do at this point. And if they're trying to make a fair playing field, that's not how you do it. If you're just going to make me, turn into like marshmallow bullets when I engage a new player, then just put me against all sweats. I'll play my worst cards right now, and I'll just verse all sweats so I can at least have fair gunfights. This game is so cheesy. It's so freaking cheesy. It's like, I don't get it. How they go from allowing noobs to get stomped to learning how they used to make fun. You remember how they used to make fun of noobs in the commercials for Call of Duty games? They used to make fun of them. Now they're sitting here catering to them, allowing bullets to not connect to them, and allowing their bullets to completely melt you? It's all backwards, man. This game is backwards. But guys, I am so curious on how you all feel about this game right now. Do you think that the skill-based matchmaking or the so-called profile-based matchmaking is real? Or do you think this is just something that they're making up or the community is made up to cause some riot in the community? What do you guys personally think? Me personally, after seeing all this stuff, I really do think that this is implemented into the game. There has to be some weird reason why the hit detection is so trash in this game and why Infinity Ward refuses to address it. Why won't they address any of these issues? It has to be something very fishy and suspicious going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. But if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you go ahead and leave a like. If you hated it, you could always dislike. If you're brand new to this channel and you enjoyed what you heard or saw today, you can go ahead and subscribe to this channel and hit the bell notification button. Also, if you want to chat with me or even see some behind the scenes clips, you can follow me over on Twitter at JbowenDaMan. And also, if you just want to catch me live streaming, I do that over on Twitch at JbowenDaMan as well. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.